Hi, everybody. This is Debbie Roth of Forgiving Connects. How are you? Firstly, I want to thank each and every one of you for it's giving me so much love during my surgery. And for those of you who don't know, I had a precancer on my leg. So I had surgery and they removed the borders. So I have some tape on my leg right now. And so I'm using this as an example of how powerful it can be to do self forgiveness and to be compassionate with yourself. So when I got the surgery, I thought that I was going to be up and ready to go in a week. That I'm a runner, I like going, I didn't really want to slow down. And the doctor in a week's time said, like, you're not ready to run. I'm only taking out half of the stitches. And then he said to me, he's like, if you don't care about yourself, if you don't care how this looks, then go and run. And in the past, I would have just said, I'm going to go anyway. And what I heard inside this time is that, like, I'm worth so much more than that. Like, I really slowed down with myself and said that it's time to heal. And so the process of that was wonderful. And what I want to bring present here in this video is how much this is an opportunity to take a look at, like, what patterns do you run in your life and how can you be good to yourself in regards to that. So for me, my pattern was like, I'm so used to pushing, 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 and it doesn't serve me. Like, it hurts my healing, it hurts my beautiful leg. So just showing you my leg here, it doesn't help me physically. It definitely doesn't help me mentally or emotionally. And then I'm not as available for just slowing down in the moment and in the love. So, this pattern of pushing, just the fact that I was aware of it, it's like that's step number one, right? Like, it's not all of who I am. It's just a pattern that I'm running. So maybe you have your own. Maybe it is pushing for you, or maybe it's procrastinating, or maybe it's feeling overwhelmed with everything that's occurring right now in your life or in the world. It's like whatever it is, just be aware of it to know that it's not all of who you are. And a second step that I did that I offered to you is to give yourself love. That I just said to myself, like, it is so okay that there's this part of me that wants to push, and I love you. And just doing that, like, to me, that's self compassion in action. It's like I'm learning and I'm giving myself space to learn, and I love me, all of me, every single little part of me. And this is the part that's up now for loving. So, a third step, so that's self compassion. And this to me is where the gem is. And it's practicing self forgiveness. And that's forgiving yourself for any judgments that you place against yourself, against someone else, or a situation in your life that may be blocking you from your full expression and from creating more of the experience you want. So, for me, to give you an example, I haven't done the forgiveness yet. It might be I forgive myself for judging myself as needing to push to get things done. Oh, that definitely touched me. so, I forgive myself for judging myself as unworthy of love unless I'm doing something. Ching. So just place that into the light bowl of self forgiveness, and I just receive that in. I receive that in. Okay, so there's one more step, number 4. And so you could do the self-forgiveness for yourself. And again, it's I forgive myself for judging whatever it is because it's so just rewind. So it's forgiving yourself for placing a judgment. So it's not like the thing that you're doing is wrong. It's the judgment that you're placing it's separating you from your loving or from the experience you want. And that's not wrong either. It's just like when you forgive yourself for the judgment, it's like you release it to be more present to the blessing and for creating more of the experience that you want. So, step 4 is asking that part of you, that pattern, whatever it is there a new role that would serve you better? So, for me, with this pushy part, with the part that just wants to say, forget the fact that I have this tape and stitches in my leg. I'm going to go and run and I'm going to go and do all these things. That part of me, I had this conversation right before doing this video, said that what it wants is to be the part of me that reminds me that I'm worthy of love. So in a situation where I notice the pushy, that pushy part is going to now say, hey, pause because you're worthy of love so that I can do something to love myself in the moment. So for you, so it's really powerful, right? So for you, with that part of you that you haven't liked or that hasn't served you, it's like whatever that is, it's like, is there a new role for it that can support you better with bringing forward more of the quality that you want and just to be relating to yourself from a place of love and clarity and compassion and peace. Let's throw some peace in there. So that's it. I hope this was helpful for you and sending each of you many blessings this beautiful day. Take care. Bye.